is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Phillies offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them this. Who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Hurts going to keep it running right. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down. Start over.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught by Brown.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a first and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On second down, Swift. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
That's an excellent run right there on second and long. Didn't get back all of it, but a huge chunk. Now they're in third and manageable and back on schedule trying to pick up a first down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Hurts sets up to throw it. Smith catches left side. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Robert Spillane able to bring him down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Back to the running game with Swift. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this 3. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterbacks. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Back to throw. O'Connell. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edwards, picks it. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he delivers another to Goddard, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Strike. But that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 46 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That score is not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Las Vegas.
They'll go Madison up the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second down and 8. Operating from the gun. O'Connell. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. O'Connell, slant to Adams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking to throw. O'Connell. Here's back-to-back catches for Devontae Adams. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Raiders.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught here by Adams. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's do this, man.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. O'Connell. And his throw here's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. O'Connell. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught by Watkins. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw now on the final play. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it, start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport, but in football, when you've got a D tackle who can contribute not only to occupying bodies, but also making plays on the ball carrier, that's when you have the cornerstone of a solid run defense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On third down, O'Connell. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Hurts is going to try and run. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he's still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's got it down to the 28. Right back to Swift again on second down. Down right around the 25. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Jenkins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. That's a familiar call during this game. A lot of runs have been stopped right around the line of scrimmage.
And how about the big D tackle there? Not just eating up blockers, but making the tackle himself. We're seeing a lot more hand movement from those big guys up front to shed blockers and then go get ball carriers.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, O'Connell. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, it must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Open man has got it, the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's the option play now to the left. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and 2nd down. From the gun, here's Swift. The 71 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to Adams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. O'Connell. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw on 2nd down. O'Connell. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's a completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
And quickly, they get to the line. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. O'Connell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Back to throw. O'Connell. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.